Energy efficiency, waste control, waste management is a very, very important part, and of course also chemical use is a very important part of what we do. We like to monitor what we use. We're very careful in what we do. We're careful in what goes down the drains. We've got a great reputation. eWater helps us maintain that reputation. It's a very, very important part of what we do. Our back of house areas are spotless.
In the olden days you have a little bit of soap and a base, and that was about it, and there was still sort of contamination happening. We have about five basins throughout the whole kitchen. We've got 2 on the pass area where the waiters would drop off food and they wash their hands straight away, so that process of contamination doesn't happen.
We use it for sanitising the benches. We wash all our vegetables in it, and then the cleaning side we use for cleaning the floors and cleaning the benches. eWater is just another way of sticking with that view of the world that we're trying not to use chemicals, because chemicals cost money every month you have to buy more of them, and you waste a lot of water then rinsing the chemicals off whatever it is you're doing. So trying to get rid of chemicals, apart from it saving money, also is a much safer environment for the staff. eWater is something that has helped us keep on that track.
We looked at the cost of an eWater system versus our purchasing price for chemicals, etc., and we discovered this actually financially makes a lot of sense. It's not toxic, it's not dangerous, it's going to kill things that aren't good for you, but it's not going to do any damage to you.
It's completely effective, very effective, and it's proven. I mean, after your shift, I'll wash my hands and, smell like new.
Chocolate's a very sensitive product. Having a high fat content, it absorbs a lot of scents. So we were looking for a sanitizing solution that would have no scent but still be very effective in cleaning surfaces, utensils, the floor, everything.
We, in 5 years, have had a phenomenal clean bill of health with every organisation that's come and inspected us, whether it's Dairy Safe or whether it's Moreland City Council, as it currently is.
I've been aware of eWater systems for nearly 10 years, and their attempts to introduce this into the marketplace, a very, very conservative marketplace for disinfection control. So when I heard recently that they'd succeeded in getting into quite a number of hospital kitchens around Melbourne and even other large kitchen areas like the MCG, I was pretty impressed by that. It just shows that there is an acceptance, both technically but also commercially, of this as a solution. And I think therefore it's got great prospects for the future, the technology to be introduced very much more widely, which we hope it does, because sustainably it's what we want to see.
Being able to reticulate the system and put it throughout a site. So once a client has an understanding of being able to wash their hands with it, we can clean food, we can wash vegetable, we can do all of these things. It's not just a single application, whether it's a spray bottle or added to a floor scrubber. It's got multiple uses that then can take the place of those more harsh chemicals.
In my experience, the electrolyzed water is the simplest, the cheapest, and by far the most sustainable that we've come across for this purpose. In the case of electrolyzed water, this is a very, very inexpensive technology. I mean, it's simply water, salt, and electricity, and that it would be difficult to beat that in terms of a chemical disinfection approach. So the impact of that ultimately has to be massive on this whole industry.
So the education process has actually come a long way, not only for the end user, owners, investors, all those people, but for the industry to have a better understanding of the fact that it's not a mysterious product. It's a very easily reticulated system, or it's an easy standalone system. It doesn't necessarily need to be a hard push. It's more of an education process. And why would we promote it? Why would we push it? Why would we even suggest it? It is more to do with the environment and sustainability.
I think eWater is the way to go. I mean, things are changing. Legislations are changing with the health department and things like that. They're getting more and more, thorough about things. It's the way to go. It's effective and it's easy to use. And that's one of the main, reasons why we use it.
We do have a lot of tours here. People are very interested in what we do and our practices, and the eWater becomes a huge focus. So everyone's hugely keen on finding out more about the eWater process and how it helps us, and people looking to put that into their business as well.
Electrolyzed water to create sanitizing agent, so to speak, is extremely sustainable. There can be nothing more simple and sustainable than that. I think the opportunities are huge.
I think it's no way back. You see the changes and how effective it is. I don't think there's any way that I would run a kitchen this magnitude, this size, without having that.
We didn't build this building just for today or for next year. We do expect that this building will be here in another 30 years. We're doing it because it's going to be hugely beneficial down the track, and we're not wasting resources of any sort today. We are looking to the future.
I've worked with it so long and got used to its principles that, I think if I walked into a kitchen that didn't have eWater, I'd be looking at getting it in there because, I guess it just seems so old-fashioned not to have it.